doing much, and I just got some cheap paper and some pencils, and a girlfriend I was with at the time had gouache and a few other things, and I don't know, would relax. I had plenty of time, so I just would start, I don't know, making marks, I guess, at first. Then gradually I might see something in the marks and I'd start to work on it. I work in an intuitive way, so a tiny couple of pieces of information is all I really need. I can make, a lot of work from just that. So I guess I started out as an outsider, not even knowing anything about outsiders at all. I was just, and back then I think a piece of cartilage paper cost 25 cents, and I'd even go to the butcher and get paper off him for free, and my girlfriend just thought, this is amazing, what I'm doing in my lounge room type thing. And yeah, well, that's how I started. Mainly I painted figures in the beginning, and then I moved on to sort of landscapes and things like that, because I lived a bit in the country. It's what would be called like mixed medium. So I paint mainly in acrylic, because if I want to work into that, say, blue, and I look at my pastels and contes, I see a better sort of blue, I can work into it, make a mark into it type thing. It's just an intuitive sort of technique I've learned, because sometimes just the colours aren't the right sort of colours, but I've got a lot of, like I said, pastels and things. There I see the right colour, so I grab it and use it, seal it.
Yeah.
So like, we're living in this world of contrast, but I'm not actually painting anything to do with that. From these things I see that are sort of like, quite ugly and horrific to me. So I use bright colours and things like that sort of, even though like I suffer from depression, I've hardly ever painted anything that's really depressing to look at. That's how I feel anyway, like everything's bright, and I even brighten up the colours with other mediums to make them shine. Painting's a funny thing, like sometimes I just do it for the sheer just act of actually doing it, not to actually make a picture or a flower or anything, I just make a mark, and my inspiration, like, you're looking at it, well, I don't watch the news anymore, type thing, because I just don't want that sort of stuff in my consciousness, I'd like to rise above it, and I think part of the painting thing is you rise above it, type thing. Don't we just look at something beautiful for a change, like why don't we, like a lot of my inspiration now is coming from New Farm Park. It's a lot quieter there, and Boa used to be there, so I'll go and sketch plants and work them into my work slowly, type thing. So I don't know, there's a harmonious sort of quality, to what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I'd like to see like more people, because I also get a lot of influence from the people there, I mean, I'm quite sort of high functioning, and I find more lower functioning people that are in the classes are just so, I don't know, gifted, like, like, geez, I wish I could just be like that, they'll just sit down, work for like 4 hours and complete 2 paintings, which I reckon are fantastic. All the colours are great. They're showing their ability and not their disability. Most things affect an artist in a way, Whether you're like one of those people that decide to take on like, you know, like a intellectual type pursuit of, you know, saying a message, or whether you just, you know, paint like an outsider or paint abstractly. You know, I think the influences are all around.